that Hebrew word kadosh, and we find a root word for thresh in it, for thresh. What is it? Dalet resh, kov shin resh, yeah, kadosh. No, dalet shin. And threshing, and we went over this earlier, I'm just reviewing this, how that the scripture said the Father, you know, he'll take his winnowing fan and thresh his wheat on the threshing floor. And he'll gather the wheat into his barn, but the chaff, he would burn it. They understood this. They had agricultural understanding and intellectual relative to, you know, agricultural intellect, and put it like this. They understood exactly what he was saying. And one thing, when we were in our seminary, and I was a dean of the college, also a professor, that we taught was that one area of proper scripture interpretation is a vein of theology. I'll just use that word, vein of scripture interpretation called revelation accommodated. Revelation accommodated. That means that when you read a historical event or a historical phrase that was spoken by a person in their culture, with their cultural intellect and their understanding, what picture would be painted in their mind when they heard that, you have to leave it like it was. You can change it and make it American, in other words. You had to allow it to stay within the confines of what it meant to them. You didn't twist it and turn it and, you know, and try to, you know, be all hip to hop there and entertaining and, you know, and, ooh, yeah, he got a blessing for you if you can, if you know that, you know, and this and then just some all kind of stuff. I don't even get into the trash. But that threshing, what it tells us in the original language is that holiness, and we're going to deal with it, is what comes from something. Now you think about Roman Yim, and we'll be going back to it when he said, don't be trained or don't be conformed or don't have your belief system intoxicated and poisoned by the world system and their beliefs, but transform the way you think by the renewing of your mind, so that you would be able to discern or prove what is the good, perfect, and will of the Father. You will be able to do that, you know, by dealing with your mindset, your thoughts. As a person thinking a heart in a belief system, that's the way that they are. So that's a part of the threshing process. And as you go through that, we go through that process, the end product is holiness, integrity.